Alright, so to my fellow Mezco collectors out there, let me ask you guys one question. How do your wallets feel right now? Because this Mezco distribution, it's either too heavy or too light, and lately it has been extremely heavy. So right now I'm sitting here debating on feeding the family top ramen for the next month, or simply just not turning on the power for the next month. But I'm not going to stop buying these toys because I have an addiction. So either way, this REDSUN Superman, you tell me, let me know in the comments. Like, is REDSUN Superman's anybody's favorite figure, like favorite character of all time? Or their favorite, unless you're like Russian or something? It's because I think he's really cool. I'm glad that they made him. But for an $80 toy, I think I could come up with at least 100 characters before REDSUN Superman. It just seems like weird, like I don't know how they're sitting around on a table and they're thinking about who to make, and then some guy goes, got it, REDSUN Superman. And then they all thought that was a good idea. He looks like a good toy, so let's check him out. Alright, so here's this REDSUN Superman standing just a little bit above 6 inches tall. What he comes with is another one of these Mezco stands. Best stand in the business until you got a figure that has to have a cape. And here's why. Because say you want to pose this up like this, you clamp them like this, and the cape like hangs weird over there. It can't just like fall flat. So it'd be nice if there was a way to where this little thing would bend down where you have a cape. The cape would fall straight down. So that doesn't really work. That's kind of like the only flaw in that stand. This thing does also come with the octopus and the octopus attachment if you want to take the time to put all those stupid little wire clamps on the cape, which I hate. Just put wire in the cape and be done with it. Make, I don't know, 99% of the people happy, because I think 99% of the people want wire in the cape. He also comes with this really cool flag, the hammer and sickle on it. Really cool, nice accessory. I'm glad that he came with them. Wire in this would also be a nice touch. Just, you know, you could do like some really cool like waving, wind blowing thing. That didn't happen. The Brainiac head. Now this is an accessory. This is a really cool accessory. I love when they give us something this nice. And then you can like put like one of these hands on it. I'm going to do that here in a minute. For you can actually hold it, which is nice, because I was thinking something like this, you probably won't be able to hold it, but he actually holds it really well. Clamp down on there, and this thing just, wow, that's an accessory. This is, I mean, you got a flag and you got a Brainiac head. It'd be nice to have a little bit more for $80, but maybe, I don't know, maybe this guy's $75. I can't remember. And then also, as far as the hands go, you got like a flying hand. You got these like grabbing, relaxed hands, two fisted hands, and then the hands that I have on them, which I went ahead and went with the saluting flag, the saluting one for now, and then the one that can hold the flag. I gotta make sure I get that right. As far as articulation goes on this figure, it's basically the same as 99.9% of all the Mezcos that you already have. So I don't think that we really need to go over articulation as far as Mezco goes. The articulation basically is limited to the costume. You can like put them in pretty much any pose you want until you feel as if you're pushing it so far to where it's going to bust a stitch. I haven't did that yet. Obviously I haven't pushed it. In fact, I don't even know anybody that's had to push it that far to where they ripped a stitch. Speaking of stitch, he has the Frankenstein stitch on the back, which is, you know, I think it looks better when they put it down the side, but the cape covers it, at least on this figure, so it's pretty cool. The Speedo on it, actually, they did a pretty decent job. He does have the same no butt, like the butt just goes straight to the leg, but whatever. I don't think that's something that's ever going to change. As far as the rest of the body goes, it's something that we've all seen before. It's got that weird ball on the shoulders here, but you can cover that with the cape, so that doesn't really matter. I definitely like the detail on this belt. And the detail on the head is definitely Mezco quality. They always do a really good job on that. You only get one head. It's REDSUN Superman. I think that's more than enough. The boots on this thing is really cool. This is something that I always enjoy when they do, is when they put that swivel right there, it hides. It's just, God, it's just really good on that. As far as articulation goes on the ankle, up and down, and let's see, man, they're starting to do a pretty decent pivot on that too. So definitely digging that. Let's go ahead and change these hands out. See if we can, I'm just gonna go wing it and do it all on camera, because then if I screw up, it might actually be funny. Try to put this other hand on here. I think it's might be on there. Yeah. Oh, guess I didn't have a head in there that good. So you can kind of hook it on this cable here, or you can actually grab it around one of these. I thought it looked better grabbing it from the cable. Now I gotta try to get that cable back in there without breaking. This is why I always do it off camera, but I figured we'd try something new. It's really, you know, you think that something like this would be easy, but then you gotta look over your camera while you're doing it, and it's actually not that easy. All right, so there it is. God, that's a good look. Like, that's really nice. So you can have him sitting there, put him up on the stand, probably put the flag back in his hand, put him up on the stand. Let's go ahead and try that. There's really not too many options here as far as like other hands go with like that I'd actually want to do, because I got to have him holding this. I got to have him holding that flag. So all these other hands are cool if you want to do them in some kind of battle display. This guy's not going to be in a battle display. All right, so here he is with my DC Direct. This is before DC Collectibles. REDSUN Superman. So I got 3 of them now. I think that's plenty. I don't know if I need any more REDSUN Supermans. I think that's a good number there. So either way, this one's pretty cool. He came with the flag. I didn't really like that costume too much. Then you have this one over here, which came with the Brainiac head, which I really love this one. I thought this was the end-all, be-all REDSUN Superman. He's got really cool eyes on him. Go ahead. He's got like those, I don't know, it just looks evil. I love that little curl on his hair. I really like this one, the stars on the collar. I don't know, I thought it was good. This one also has the stars on the collar. I don't know if we caught that or not. If we did it, we're going to catch it right now, because they are in there. So that is also really nice. So there's my REDSUN Superman collection, just in case you haven't seen it, which I don't think I've ever shown it to you, because I haven't had a REDSUN Superman in a while. Here's the Mezco One. Is the Mezco version my favorite REDSUN Superman? Yes, it is. It was also $80, and these things were like $22 or $24. I can't remember how much they were back then. But this is definitely my favorite REDSUN Superman. Let me put him up here with this other Superman. I'll go ahead and just do this for a side-by-side comparison with the regular Superman. I'm not going to do the movie Superman because that's kind of like a totally different issue. Go ahead and take them off. There you are together. God, I mean, that does make for a pretty cool display, but I'm not going to display them together. But I got them up there on the fight stands. The whole thing with that lump on how the stand goes. Like, I kind of got this one sideways in the cape. It's, let me show you what I mean. Like, that thing, like, there's, oh man, there goes that head again. So when you do it like that, they get a lump in their back. I don't know, that's like, I guess the only thing they could really improve on that stand. This one also does the same thing. Like, they need to do a different way to where if you have a cape figure, you want the guy flying like straight up and down. It doesn't have that weird lump. There they are. I'm going to throw them up with the Mezco collection. And if you've watched my past 2 videos, you've just seen it, so you might want to skip that part. If you haven't, stick around and I'll show it to you. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of the Mezco collection because I've did 3 Mezco videos in a row, so I don't want to bore you too much with that. But we just got to take one quick little pause right there because those 2 together, whew, that is fire. Really digging that. Just checked out this Deathstroke. Definitely liking that toy a lot. Coming around. Here's some of the older stuff. The Armored Batman. Still probably the best Mezco figure ever done. And then down here you have the REDSUN Superman. And this shelf is getting really full. Might have to do some resituating in the toy room. There he is. That's the review. Final thoughts on this figure, man. I think they killed it. They did a great job. It's just REDSUN Superman. If you're a fan of REDSUN Superman, definitely pick this figure up. If you're trying to get all the Mezco, you kind of have to get him. Either way, thanks for watching.